Apollo 11, a movie that's not a movie. There is not a single dramatization without in the whole film. There is no dialogue. It is literally just the recordings from NASA employees, from the astronauts themselves, and from the reporters who were covering the story when it was going on. The footage is either recreation with actors who are obviously living today, or it's actual footage. And it is literally just the Apollo 11 mission. It is starting setting up the shuttle, blasting off the shuttle, landing on the moon, and then coming back. The I doubt it will be everybody's cup of tea. It's mostly for if you are interested in space program or history of space travel or like history in general. You might find it enjoyable, but everybody else, you're probably going to like this one very much. You're probably going to rather watch something like First Man, which is more character driven. This is more documentary in aspect, although it is not a documentary. At no point throughout the entire film does somebody come up and start talking about what people were feeling, what was actually happening. Like in documentaries where they'd cut out and show you some doctor of history and title at the bottom, they're sitting in front of something and it shows you what it is. This is literally just a show and tell. What everybody's always complaining about with movies is how they don't show what's happening. They just tell you what's going on. This one shows you everything. It shows you about the mission. So I would highly suggest, if you are, as I said, interested in the space program, to go watch this one. If not, give it a pass. I'd personally give it a C, and I'd highly doubt I'd ever watch it again. Just because, as I said, it's not really a movie, and then you got to think about it. How often do you watch documentaries? Unless it's like one you really, really love. It's like I love the Atari Game Over one. And I used to love how William Shatner changed the world. I haven't seen that one in a couple years. But it was like how Star Trek inspired all these people who worked at NASA and that, and you get to hear their stories. This is literally just the Apollo 11 launch. And I know the Apollo 11 launch. It's basically known throughout America, at least. Although you do get to know the third astronaut's name, Mike something. I've already forgotten it. And how he was left above. Like, I already knew there was a third one that was left above, and he's not really, nothing's really named after him. Buzz and Neil got all the credit and all their awards and everything. But without Mike, they wouldn't have gotten home because no one would have been there to catch them when they blasted off the surface. At some points, like at least when they get to the moon itself, they do stop showing you moving images and they just show you pictures. So instead of the dramatization of the video of them walking on the moon, and that they show you the actual pictures of them standing there, or or the time lapse video they had, or the actual images that they took, or the video that they took, and they just try to clean it up a little better. It says, it was recorded in 1960 something. Whenever the moon landing was. And that's the only gripes I had about it, that it randomly stopped. But I can see why they did it, because they want to show you what the actual stuff was. They didn't want to just have it be all dramatization, I guess. And dramatization is not even the right word, because the stuff they were doing did actually happen in that way. It's just actors were recreating it to show people what had happened on film. And it was walk for walk, shot for shot type thing. It's like if someone in what do you call it, Houston sneezed, they would have showed someone sneezing. If you watched this one, tell me your thought down below and have a good one. If you haven't watched it, Are you going to? Did you even know this movie exists? Because it came out this year. It was in select theaters. It's a CNN film, also a Universal one. It's something I think would be more along the lines of something that should be on History Channel, or at least back when History Channel actually did documentaries, and now they're just Pawn Stars and that kind of stuff. So, have a good one.